oscilloscope. Scopey sine wave right there. It's pretty sweet. Tubes and shit.
Your laboratory is pregnant.
And then that Large Hadron Collider comes into play. Everything gets ruined.
Very on the spot commentary. I like it.
Oh no. Between 299 and 303, you can't have that.
Everybody dead.
So
Game over.
People have been really like kind of complaining about how the main character looks. Because he's kind of cartoony and goofy looking, the main character.
Oh, how dare he not look like your standard action hero?
Yeah. I mean, he's based off the guy who made the game. It's him. So it's like, oh, well, whatever.
And he totally deserves it because he made everything in this game.
Yeah.
He did everything.
Pods.
He also invented pods.
The iPod.
1927, he patented pod.
1927?
1927. He's a time traveler, too.
Get gun. Next room.
Oh, shit.
Also, it's not Morph Ball in the left room. Don't worry about that.
Does that mean that...
Send the check.
All 7 cents that I could have made if I put sponsors on
those
shit.
royalties.
Making bank off those 10 subscribers. I felt I needed to sing that for some reason.
All 10 of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that we have 10, considering we've done no promotion whatsoever anywhere.
Is this the large gun that I was supposed to pick up that was in the next room that the lady mentioned? Or am I crazy? Also, what is this place?
What about all of the above? Is that an answer? That's how I answered every test.
Look, before he finds you. Like, who's he? Why do I have a gun? I was just in New Mexico.
Where are my pants? Oh, I have pants.
Where's my lab coat?
I had a lab coat. I'm not a doctor without it.
I've lost all credibility.
My peer-reviewed research is gone.
It's nothing now. Actually, you know what's funny? I was watching Mythbusters the other day.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Mythbusters was on television, and they had like some medical doctor on, but he had like a white lab coat, and they were doing stuff out at some hotel pool. It's like, why do you have a lab coat?
Do you think they have work lab coats and then they have leisure lab coats that they wear at home?
Maybe.
Like their robe is just their coat, their lab coat.
Sex dungeon lab coat.
Yeah, everybody. I thought everybody had a sex dungeon lab coat.
You mean you don't? Because really, I've got.
I don't really feel comfortable. Sex dungeon.
Let's say in our.
This thing.
Speaking of sex cast, that monster. There's another one over here too.
It's very limited because when you get to 69, you just kind of have to stop out of respect. If it's called the
what?
sex cast.
Sex cast.
Yeah, you just have to stop at 69. Like
Episodes?
regardless of how popular it is, you just have to stop.
And it's like, I'm sorry, this is all we can do.
Why are you killing Pokemon?
Tentacruel up here. Oh my god, why does he take so...
Because he's a Pokemon.
This game is still hard. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that happens much later.
Yeah, actually a really long time from now.
So you've actually played quite a bit of this.
I got about 10 hours.
Tell me your thoughts on it.
Loving it. I wish I was home on my PC so I could finish playing it. Or it was on the 3DS so I could have played it on the airplane.
But you're so much happier here because you're in my country. That.
So about this game.
Hey, Roro!
Look at that. That pink thing's gone. Uh-oh.
Should I leave my own house right now?
You should go.
I'll see myself out.
You're no longer with. Shit. Controller thing happened.
Yeah,
There's a
man.
guffaw.
Controllers, right?
Oh no, I got another gun. No, I do need this for like 2 doors I have to open, and then I never use it again.
So, 10 hours in, how much longevity do you think it has past that 10 hours?
I'm not done yet, so
Well, I mean,
quite a bit.
does it feel like it's wrapping up, or?
I thought it was, and then it kind of kept going.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I still have like 6 weapons that I haven't found yet. Because like you open the start menu and you go to your inventory and like you got 2 weapons now and like there's no upgrades and there's slots here.
Yeah.
There's clearly going to be weapons there or else they wouldn't have made it that big.
Is your weapon like a sentient thing?
Not that I know of yet. Maybe it is later.
Because, I mean, pixel-wise, it just looks like a gun, but when you bring up that actual inventory, it looks very much alive.
Kind of does. Like, I never paid attention to it because I didn't stare at it long enough.
It looks one of those terrifying images that you see on BuzzFeed. Is like, you won't believe what's in the deep, dark recesses of the ocean.
Except you will, because, you've probably already seen it.
Yeah, there are very scary things in the ocean.
Yeah,
Things far
ocean
scarier
is
than...
not cool.
Yeah, like deep sea ocean is very terrifying.
This is why we can't survive there, because it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Damn it, I keep hitting...
Yeah, clearly there was a moment where we just decided to part ways. It's like, no, you guys go way down there. We'll go way up here.
Stay where you're told.
We're gonna go ahead and start walking on land. You guys, you have the domain over the ocean.
Terrible, terrible ocean. You get some weird upgrades later, too.
Do you get, like, maybe some Doc Martens? Is that an upgrade? Boots.
Shoes.
Yeah, Doc Martens boots.
Boots.
Never had a pair of Doc Martens?
No.
You're playing on normal.
Yeah, it's actually not that much easier. Everything still takes the same number of hits.
I'm honestly surprised you've never owned a pair of Doc Martens. You are not that cool of a metalhead.
We knew that already.
Yeah, I suppose so.
What happened? You died.
No,
But we saved you with nano machines or something. I don't know.
Whatevs. No, I just assumed when you got like your metal card, they just gave you a pair of boots.
You would think. I mean, then I would have some. They didn't.
Clearly, the times are a-changing.
I like when you die, like it auto saves everything you've done so far. So it's like I don't have to go back and get that since my last save. It's like, all right, well, you can keep going.
Well, that's what we would call good game design.
Or at least not retarded game design, like something we were.
Yeah. I mean,
Where it's like, oh, you died, you gotta go back and do all that again.
retarded is definitely a word. Probably not apropos, but it's a word.
It's silly. Would you call it silly?
Silly game design.
Silly
yes.
Billy.
I'd call it Silly Billy game design.
Silly Billy game design.
Henceforth, we are no longer drink game drunk. We are Silly Billy Podcasting Company.
Incorporated. LLC.
Inc. LLC.
This door.
I wanted to go through this wall, but I can't.
Because now I have this to do the thing. Ta-da!
Nice
All fun
magic
games.
trick, Ryan. Where'd you learn that?
Where else would I learn it?
Did you learn it on Deep Web?
The Darknet.
The deepest of webs.
Allison.
Do you think there's
Charlotte's
something
Webnet.
deeper than the deep web to where there's only like 10 people and they're just trading pictures that no one would want?
It's just HD.
Hey, I know how to get that hyperlink turning green.
Gotta turn the code to blue. And it turns the hyperlink green. What hyperlinks?
I mean, that's the future, right?
Green hyperlinks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember this boss?
I do.
Fought this guy. Maybe not, I don't know.
You mean the thing that's clearly the internals of an anus and a vagina?
Yeah, that's the cervix right there.
Yeah.
And I don't even care about dialogue.
They should really just make you play this boss in sex ed. It's like, this is how you get a girl preggers.
This is what STDs are like.
No, STDs are what it's like after you've shot your semen gun in it long enough for it to get all Well, everybody will see here in a moment what STDs look like. If you have any of these on your body, please seek a medical doctor.
Or a shotgun.
No, not that.
No?
No.
Oh, I'm misreading this.
Absolutely. You 100% are.
What's happening? I mean, what's there to misread? It's a giant inside-out large intestine.
That just gets grosser and grosser. But yeah, I mean...
Oh, God, that didn't take long at all. Last time I played it on hard, he had to put, like, he had to become, like, as red as the door.
Yeah.
It's taking way too long. You're thinking, he's almost dead. It's all
still equally disgusting, though. So, I mean, does this have an actual story?
It actually does.
What's your opinion on that so far?
It's sci-fi. I mean, it's not terrible.
Is it Blade Runner good sci-fi, or is it like Starship Troopers 3 bad sci-fi?
Blade Runner good sci-fi? Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah. Highly regarded as best sci-fi movies of all time, if not the best.
Haven't people said that about Star Wars? And that's kind of a point of contention with people.
Star Wars, when you try to fit Star Wars in a genre, it's not really sci-fi. So my point stands. It is Blade Runner is probably, I mean, as an individual, I rank Blade Runner probably 30 movies ahead of Star Wars. There's probably a 20 movie gap in there, and that's just talking about sci-fi movies. I mean, we've talked about it before. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy.
I don't like. I like it, but it's not my.
I love Empire Strikes Back.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, love it. Those other movies,
they had some cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, every movie has cool scenes.
Yeah, I mean. A lot of Star Wars acting is not to the.
I think the problem was that a lot of the
fucking shit ass.
The curse of talking about Star Wars.
What were we talking about? The story?
Yeah,
Forget Star Wars. It's just story. Yeah,
you enjoy it?
It got weird, and I'm like, hold on, what's happening?
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You heard it here first. 100% certified fresh.
Story okay. Good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the kind of game, like,
with gameplay as good as this, you don't really require too much story.
Yeah, Metroid style games, I just don't care how the story goes.
I mean, I do.
Usually, depending on, you know, what the actual story is, like, it can be like a decent, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But it can't be like the most garbage story ever.
Right, it can't be like Barbie's Island Adventure. Do what?
I think they have a Barbie game like that.
I know they do. And that's as far as that conversation goes.
Don't ask me how I know.
No, please do ask me.
Nom was a thing. It happened.
I know this is like pixelated and, you know, kind of goofy-ish, but this game kind of legit grosses me out.
There's a lot of goopiness going on.
Yeah, there's a gross factor attached to this. Like a healthy 6 gross.
I think it's all the red. There's a lot of red happening, and everything kind of like explodes in goop.
Yeah. I think the gross factor kind of jumps up a bit when we get like the boss territory. It's like super gross.
That really does.
Yeah, it's
like that's a lot of
gross.
That.
Mm-hmm. Which is super cool, but super gross.
Mm-hmm. Like the bosses are. That's about as far as it goes.
Yeah, and I believe the next boss coming up, you've actually found a way to pretty much break the encounter.
Oh, he's
right?
broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found the same thing with the boss after that.
I don't think I've even seen that one.
No, it was one that I.
Yeah, from what I remember, you're actually going a different way than what I remember. No. What I'm saying is, like, the last time I watched you play, when I was over at your place, it looked like you were.
Maybe. Already,
I mean, is this
like I just want to grab everything?
Is this Metroid down to the core where you can pretty much choose where to go within limitations of the weapons you have?
Yeah, pretty much. There is a bit of sequence. As far as I understand, from what I've seen, you can sequence break, but I don't know what the official path is you're supposed to take.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, did you do it right? And I'm like, I don't know.
To all the people not listening, could you explain what speedrunning is a little bit?
Speedrunning is...
I mean, wait, speedrunning and sequence breaking?
Well, sequence breaking doesn't have too much to do with speedrunning. Like, mutually exclusive.
I thought it was pretty much a mutual community.
No, not really. Like, you can sequence break in Metroid Prime really easy, because when you're going along, you don't have to wait until the very ending of the game to get all the artifacts.
Right.
You can just pick them up as you go along.
So sequence breaking essentially is abusing the layout of a game to gain an advantage more.
Yeah, or to get to a certain point that you weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Without a certain. Yeah, because I think there's a way to get high speed in Metroid games. Probably not. Because you fight Metroid.
You started the game. Congratulations. Here's the ice beam.
And I'm like, ice beam, like, because I remember playing Metroid Fusion, and you don't get that until the very last fight, for the last minute of the game. And that's one of those things you're like, holy crap, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But you have ice missiles, but it wasn't. Like, ice missiles were cool, but you couldn't just freeze everything. Then again, it was kind of nice not being able. They took that one out. Which wasn't terrible, but it just wants you to die.
I like the freezing element just because it allows you to bypass things that you mess with.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, I don't want to shoot you 6 times. I'm just going to shoot you once.
Boom, bye, boom, done.
Just jump over you.
Easier than Powerbomb, because Powerbomb takes it.
Mm-hmm. And we are professional speedrunners, so I mean, we have to, every frame counts, right?
You gotta count those frames. Oh, more health. Yay. We did it. I don't even feel like going up to that. Let's see how far I can get. So we know we're not beating this tonight.
Oh, no.
Because it's supposed to be like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Bear game is about 10.
Yeah.
And then if you want a completion
17.
thing,
Oh, okay.
17.
That's a healthy dose of video game right there.
For a 2D, so for a 2D game, yeah, that's a lot of game.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, you know, this game did take quite a while, but I mean, it was one guy who essentially. I think that's impressive on a lot of levels. Not only on a technical feat, but I mean, because everything about this game works in service of this. Everything's good. The music is great. The actual you're super player input is great. Like the feel of the controls, the feel of movement, the
Except
gun.
later.
Doesn't
when
get a
you
little.
get the stupid grapple hook, it's not like Super Metroid where you're like, hey, there's a thing, shoot at it, swing.
Yeah.
It's like, shoot at it, and like, you're like, oh, no. And like, it doesn't control, it controls weird, because you grab onto something.
Do you think it controls that way because of bad design, or does it control that way intentionally?
I think it's bad design.
You think so?
Because when you shoot it, you press B to shoot it, and
right.
you grab onto the ceiling, and you can move up or down, but if you move left or right, like sometimes when you reach that end of that arc, it throws you, but you don't maintain that momentum.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're supposed to hit B again, and if you're trying to go in like a whole multiple line like this across a big chasm, like you'll screw up. Because if you're jumping and falling, and you shoot up, it'll shoot at an angle if you're pushing forward and up. So you miss, and then you
Angles
fall.
are the worst, aren't they?
So you barely miss, even though you're swinging like Spider-Man. So you have to like get up close, like right there, and hit up and move and up and move and move like inch forward a little bit. So it just felt like it wasn't implemented.
Yeah.
Which is hard to demonstrate.
Right. Yeah.
I got used to it, but it took a lot longer than I thought it should have.
I think the drill mechanics.
There's a way for it, and it comes back.
Like,
You're like, you don't need
you
it now.
You lose it, or you just don't need it?
No, you just don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Like it doesn't make an appearance for a while. Both. Like, you need it, but you don't need it to progress. It's like, do you want that item over there? I guess. Go for it.
Okay.
Because then you have...
Well, it's good.
Trail becomes...
One thing I've noticed is that you have gotten better about those. I remember the first time you went through this.
It's a blinking server.
Well, the blinking cervix has killed you a whole lot last time I saw you play this.
Well, we were also on hard. In hard mode, I think there was...
Oh, okay.
So, like...
I was all giving you credit for getting better, and you're like, whoa, no. Whoa, it has nothing to do with that.
Nope, not me. Well, like,
I'm not even playing this game right now. Onassis is, our cat.
We've
Well,
been sitting here for like
but...
a week.
Yeah.
Well, like, these, like, coral things, you have the other weapon, you hit it, and it'll turn those other guys into...
Goopy mess?
No,
Oh.
They break these up so you can get over there and get to them. Because by the time you have the thing that changes those, you're able to... Just one of those, like, if you just keep exploring and, like, all you have to do is think about the weapons and upgrades you have available, look at your map and look, hey, that place isn't open yet, and go back there and do it. And then you just kind of progress the game. So, like a Metroid style game.
Oh, yeah?
What's that? What weapon do I have? Okay.
Does this game have a lot of similarities with Metroid?
Not really.
Oh. Yeah,
Almost none.
Yeah, I'm not noticing any. I'm wondering what came before the other. Do you think the action platformer map came first, or do you think the mall you are here sign came?
I'm sorry, what?
Like, okay, you go to a mall, and you're like, oh my god, I'm lost, or oh my god, my baby, I left it somewhere. Where am I? And you look at that map, and it says you are here, and it's in the same grid-based system as...
Probably the map.
Which map? There's the action...
The mall map.
You think so? Oh god, it's still terrifying.
It's not as bad because the TV is loud. Also, sir, madam, can I get you anything?
It's closing time. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Sir, you're drunk. Get out of here.
I'm calling the cops.
Go on, get.
But no, I wonder about that because it would be interesting to come to find out that games influence like such a huge thing. Like map placement in malls. Because it's a grid-based system, you know? That'd be interesting
Pretty
to find
sure
out.
grids have existed since, like, chess.
I'm aware of this.
Also, it's a grid.
But have dots with the words "you are here" have existed since chess?
Probably.
King, you are here.
Also, sir, do not make me tase you. I will tase you, sir.
I'm just saying it would be super fucking interesting to find out, like, some architect or some planner.
Also, this is not the capture fucking up. Like, this is happening.
Yeah. I think that'd be really interesting to find out that games, a modern real, and nobody knows.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
Oh, look, it's the floaty head lady that's been talking to us in our head. Maybe we're crazy.
What's your opinion so far? Are you crazy in this game? Yes.
Pretty much.
Cool.
It's a little more complex than that, but pretty much, yeah.
Come on, everything's black or white.
Look at this background.
There's no complexity here.
Sorry, can't talk. Thanks, bye. Fix me. Not New Mexico.
This I feel like that movie The Cell with J-Lo, my girl J-Lo.
Sure. Also, favorite weapon? Lightning. Now I can go back and taste it.
In a bottle.
Still, everything takes like the same number of hits.
Yeah, but they seem much less terrifying.
Maybe it's because I have two things. Can't get that until like another 6 hours into the game.
I do find it interesting that this does kind of the old 16-bit era stuff, like when you're falling stuff. It does kind of like that weird frame. Like, you know, when you're falling and like the color gets kind of fast from side to side. Like no, when the actual screen shifts. Not when you're just moving left to right like a dumbass, but like
you said side to side.
I'll show you when it happens.
Talking about parallax
right
scrolling.
There. Right there, you see that? Yeah, that
maybe. It could be. Am I? Who knows?
No, I mean it was on your TV.
I mean, like I said, it could just come here.
Yeah,
walk into my laser. Oh no.
Yeah, that. I hate that sound.
Cause it's so.
It's so pervasive. It just. It's just like constant.
Bad.
Give me health.
Jeez.
When you go. Cray-K. Cray-K. Cray-K.
What are we doing on time?
I don't know.
How long have I been playing this? You turned off our clock.
Probably about 25 minutes. I'm still enjoying watching it, so.
Oh, I'm way back here.
Thanks, Abzu. Drill, baby, drill.
Oh no.
You did it good. You get a gold star.
I told the guy at the car to... Can't do that yet.
Went to the market and I got things with pocket.
One alcohol.
Oh, that got renewed. Yeah,
I'm seeing that Backstrom's probably not really surprised about that.
No, super not surprised.
I mean, I enjoyed the show, but
I
mean, it was literally just House.
I enjoy the actor a lot.
Yeah.
What's his
That's what
name?
I said. Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson. He's great.
Also Sarah Chalk.
Oh, yeah, the one from Scrubs?
Yeah.
And also Old Roseanne?
Old Roseanne?
The show Roseanne.
Oh, she in that?
Yeah, she was the daughter.
The one that was dead? Who was dead at the end of the season? Was it Dan?
Yeah, Dan died of a heart attack, and she went into a... Spoiler alert for Roseanne. Which,
for the final episode.
The funny thing is, like, we could probably discuss Roseanne for hours upon hours because I'm absolutely obsessed with that show. And I've watched every episode several times.
Dark as shit.
Yeah, Dan died, and she went into kind of...
Like, years before, she's writing memoirs.
Yeah. Like, it basically rewrites, I think, the last 2 seasons.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Something like that. I thought I rewrote the whole thing, but...
Yeah, basically, when she wins all that money is when she has her nervous breakdown and Dan. She wins lottery, buys the diner, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think in the timeline, pretty much after they're having money problems with Dan's motorcycle shop. Yeah.
Everything, shit hits the fan.
Yeah. But yeah, Roseanne loved the show. But Sarah Chalk, okay, she wasn't originally cast as the older sister Becky.
Mm-hmm.
But that actress, I think 3rd season, I don't know why.
Did they change her out?
Yeah, they just literally changed her out. No mention of it.
No,
not even like one of those like offhanded like, oh, you look different today, or like they do when they replace people now.
I think they did that in that 70s show when they replaced Lori's character.
I've seen like one episode of that 70s show.
You ever liked it?
No,
I loved it.
I hate everything about the 70s.
Yeah, I wasn't around there.
Neither was I. I just hate it. I don't really. I have not. I thought the show was not something I should spend.
It's okay.
Oh, it might very well be a very competent show. It's just the one episode I watched, I was like, it didn't make me want to watch a second one.
Yeah, I can feel that.
I'm not big on sitcoms, so
I like them. So broken guy.
Oh yeah, you're about to totally abuse this, aren't you? That's
Come on, get close.
The weird thing is, it doesn't even. It has no code in it
to turn around.
Yeah, like it just
or keep you blocked off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's cool. That's probably intentional on some level, but
for speedrunners, maybe.
Yeah.
There is a speedrun mode.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you have a speedrun mode in your game, the things that you can abuse in game, probably most of them aren't.
Yeah. Organ explosions. Also, like every boss after the first one, like this one up, everybody has huge guns. Like there's a giant cannon attached to every single boss afterwards.